Welcome to Education in the Community. I am your host, the Rev McKnight, and our topic for today is AAliah and her many gifts. We have the multi-talented and gifted 11-year-old AAliah Perry with us, and she's going to open the show for us singing a cappella, just to give you a taste, to whet your appetite. Your own, AAliah.
Smile, though your heart is aching, smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fears and sorrow. Smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear may be ever so near. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Wow, AAliah, that is fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow, and to my audience, I told you that's just a taste. The best is yet to come. We have with AAliah, her mother and her father. We have Mr. Edward Perry and Miss Edna Perry. Welcome to the show with AAliah. I want to compliment both of you on your poise. I was about to jump out of my seat, and you just sitting there smiling. I took a lot of composure not to get up and shout, AAliah. I love that. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Tell me, where did you come across that voice? I want to go shopping at that voice studio where you got yours.
Well, I was about 4 years old, and one day I was just humming around the house, and my TT came along and heard me. And at our church, we're having a talent show at the time. And so she came and she told me that she wanted to enter me into the talent show. And I was like, okay. And ever since then, I won the grand prize, and now I'm on stage. So.
Ever since you were 4?
Yes.
Wow. And you have other gifts. I understand you also act.
Yes.
What type of acting are you doing? Have you done?
Well, I've been in a movie with Mr. Reggie Gasket. He's a new producer, and I am going to be in a movie. I don't remember what it's called, but we're shooting it, so.
Is that right?
Yes.
You want to tell us something about that movie without really giving away the plot?
Well, I would just say that it's very emotional.
It's very emotional.
Yes.
So you're saying a tear or two may stream down when I see it?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to it then. And along with you are these two distinguished individuals. I'm going to let you reintroduce them to our audience. Will you do that? Who's
Okay.
that person sitting immediately to your left?
Well, this is my mom. Her name is Edna Perry. And that's my dad. His name is Edna Perry and Edward Perry.
All right, you got it right.
Yes.
All those E's.
Yes.
All right, that's fantastic. We're going to start with you, Edward. Share with us about this multi-talented, this gifted person that the Lord has placed you, and that's all we are. We are in charge of our children. They belong to the Lord. Yes. So share with us some of your insights, some of the joy that she has brought into your life.
Well, you know, she's a very warm person. You know, if I can sit on the couch and watch TV without her laying in my lap or laying on my shoulder, it would be great. But she have a very warm heart, and she's been in our life for 10 years.
Wow.
And we still love her. We're just trying to keep her with a straightforward and keep her in church. And, you know, just think about, put God first, and everything else will work out.
I know you're right. And to Edna. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I am Edna. I'm known to Aaliyah as TT.
As TT.
As TT. Aaliyah, like Edward said, came into our lives when she was 3, and we adopted Aaliyah, and she's been with us. Aaliyah is very special. She brings a lot of joy to our home and to our hearts. And everyone that comes across Aaliyah says the same thing about her. She's just warm and welcoming, and we just feel so blessed and honored that God saw fit to trust us with such a jewel such as Aaliyah.
Excellent. Aaliyah, I understand that you have a singing engagement upcoming.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us something about that. Where are you off to?
Well, on Monday, I'm going to be going to Puerto Rico with my school, and we are going to be singing at different schools in a church.
Is that right?
Yes.
Now, what is this group you sing with at school?
Well, at my school, I go to Oakland School for the Arts, and we have emphasis. And emphasis is where they train us in our arts, and I'm in vocal, and a lot of students are in vocal. And our group, we don't have a name for it, but our department is vocal. So.
And so the vocal department at Oakland School of the Arts.
Yes.
How many?
Well, going to Puerto Rico, it's about 65, and that's counting the adults. And then if you're just talking about the vocal department, it's 160.
All right. And out of that 160, you're one of the elect that's going to travel to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Now, what is your role in this vocal group? Do you sing any solos?
Well, I'm one of the background singers for one of our songs that we're doing, and then we have other background singers. So.
Excellent. Now, with such a beautiful voice, do you just keep it to yourself, or do you plan to do a CD to share it with others?
Well, I plan to do a CD. I'm going to be going into the studio soon to record some of my songs. So.
Your song?
Yes.
Who wrote these songs?
Well, one of the songs is wrote by TT's good friend, and I'm going to be singing that, and then we're coming up with some songs of our own. So.
That is great. And so your TT.
Yes.
Oh, you say a friend of your TT's.
Yes.
Oh, all right. I thought you were doing the writing there. Do you write at all?
I do. Aaliyah and I are collaborating a song together. We are writing a song together. So Aaliyah has sang with the San Francisco Girls Chorus for the last 4 years. And every summer she goes away to music camp. And there she has learned how to read and write music.
Wow.
So she and I are collaborating a song together.
You're learning how to read music and to write music.
She reads music.
And you already read music.
Yes.
You're light years ahead of me. I don't sing in but one key, off. But that is great. That is fantastic. And so, either of you, what are some of the other activities that AAliah has been involved with other than that choir in San Francisco? Has she had an opportunity to share this gift publicly, perhaps?
She has. We are so proud of AAliah. AAliah has sang with Pastor Shirley Caesar.
No.
Yes.
Not the Shirley Caesar.
The Shirley Caesar.
What kind of experience was that for you, AAliah?
It was very exciting to meet her because she came down off a stage and she wanted people to come up to sing with her.
Wow.
And I raised my hand and she told me that I can come up. And we were just singing and singing and singing.
You raise your hand in an audience to go up on stage?
Yes.
I commend you. And she chose you.
Yes.
And what was that like? What did she have to say? I mean, I would have been shocked that you, actually anyone, would raise their hand in a concert setting or a church setting to get up to sing with Shirley Caesar.
It was very amazing. Like, when she heard me first sing, I felt like she was surprised, like the way she looked at me. She was like, whoa, this voice couldn't come out of this little person? And I was like, yeah.
Excellent.
She's opened up for Bishop Rance Allen.
What you mean, open up for Bishop Rance Allen?
Yeah.
Our audience know who Rance Allen is and Shirley Caesar. Now you're telling me she raised her hand to sing with Shirley Caesar. Now you're telling me she was the opening act for Bishop Rance Allen.
Yeah, from singing with Shirley, Bishop Rance Allen was going to be preaching at a church the very next day in Oakland. And so we were invited to attend the church. And so before he sang, he asked AAliah to come up and open up for him. And so she opened up for Bishop. And we've had a relationship with him since. AAliah talks to him a couple times a year. And so that was awesome.
You're already on your way. Wow, this is an honor. I probably have to get your autograph after the show. Because when you continue, and as you continue to just explode, develop your gifts, I want to be able to say, I knew her when. And I want the cell number so people, they don't believe you. I want to call you up.
I have a number.
Yeah.
Yeah, some just to share, like, AAliah is very special. I believe that God chose her to do a mighty thing in this world. AAliah is one of the youngest founders of our family charity, and it's called Christmas Enrichment. And we are in our 9th year of Christmas Enrichment, and she's a co-founder. AAliah has given up, as a child, she's given up her Christmas to make someone else Christmas special.
Wow.
She does presentations the month of November, December, and she gets other kids involved in Christmas Enrichment. So it's an awesome thing.
Now, what is it? Now, I want you to repeat the name of that organization again for our audience.
It's called Christmas Enrichment.
Now, where is Christmas Enrichment? Where is it? Where's the home of it?
It's in Richmond.
It's
Richmond,
in
California.
Richmond.
Yes. It's in
And
Richmond.
so, what are your goals? What do you do?
We cook, feed, and clothe the less fortunate on Christmas Day. We began about October collecting lightly worn or new clothing, toys, food. Our first year, our goal was to cook and feed and clothe 100 families on Christmas Day. We are now up to 1,000 families on Christmas Day, and we are in our 9th year now.
Okay, now I'm watching the show, and I say, I want to be a part of this. I want to give this coming Christmas. Could you tell us how we could contact you?
www.christmasenrichment.org.
www.christmasenrichment.org.
Yes.
www.christmasenrichment.org. We're going to give you that information again before the end of the show, because I know there are many in the audience that desire to. You are often thinking to yourself, what can I do to help? This is your opportunity to go out, buy a brand new toy, buy a brand new coat for a child or an adult, to share. And we can do that. Out of all of the gifts we purchase, let us purchase one for a stranger, someone that we don't know, in order to help make this a special day. AAliah has already given of her time and efforts and sacrifice so that someone else can wear a smile on this day. What led you to do that, AAliah?
Well, my sister is the one who actually started Christmas Enrichment, and the year that she started, I was with her, and we just started, and now we have 2 sites in Richmond, and we hope to spread it around.
Now, is it the same sites every year?
Yes.
And where are they in Richmond? I know them, but where?
Our first location is, the address is 516 Nevin.
516 Nevin. That's Nevin, isn't
Yes.
it?
And
In
our
Richmond.
second site is 515 Silver Street at the Senior Center in North Richmond.
515 Silver Street, Silver, at the Senior Center in North Richmond.
Yes.
And it takes place when? I know in December, but is there a block of dates?
On
you can give
Christmas
us?
Day.
On Christmas Day.
Yes.
On Christmas Day, those 2 locations. And again, send them an email. If you have contributions, send them an email to www.christmasenrichment.org. That's O-R-G. Wow. And how do you assist in this, Edward? How do you assist in this, Mr. Perry?
Normally the man is the handyman. He have to run from site to site, make sure things good, have to set up. It's normally start in October collecting gifts and stuff, and we have to get stores in order to put the gifts in. So we had to move the stuff out of storage to, we have a site where to go, and we have people to come in to help wrap, put bicycles together.
Wow.
We usually have anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 bicycles every year.
Is that right?
Because people, they give from the heart. And if I tell you from the first day to just see the people who don't have, to come out to see the smile you can put on their face by helping them give their kids something, helping get them a hot meal, and usually we'll send them away with another hot meal. And so it's such a joy just to see this here, because say God help those who help themselves, and we just have a tendency to we give.
Now, again, someone in the audience, they might have a business, and they say, this is fantastic. I have some turkeys. I want to donate some turkeys. Do you accept donations of food?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
All right. And so you have your charge for this December, and contact the Perrys at that email address. Stop by on Christmas Day. If you know of families who are in need, can they send them by to get a hot meal?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
So it's
Gladly. We'll be
gladly. It's open to all.
To all. We don't police it. It's for anyone in need. It's just not for homeless. It's for anyone that needs help. They can come out, receive a hot meal, nice clothing, toys for the kids, and new toys. New wrap toys.
New wrap toys.
Yes.
Yes. And then they get entertainment from yours truly.
Wow. Great idea. May the Lord bless you, and I'm praying for its expansion throughout the city of Richmond, and perhaps just listening to you, you have planted a seed in the hearts of others in cities where the show will be broadcast, and that they may decide they can't get to Richmond. I'm in San Francisco, but I've been inspired.
Can I just share something else?
Yes, please.
Christmas in Richmond have inspired the hearts of others. There's a family out of Vallejo. She had been watching it on the news for the last couple of years, and she contacted me and said that God had told her to start it in Vallejo.
Yes.
So she took the blueprint. We met, and I gave her the blueprint. And she's in her 3rd year of Christmas in Vallejo. And then there's another lady in Hayward. Her family had been taking notice of Christmas in Richmond, and she's now in her 2nd year. It's Christmas in Hayward.
Yeah.
And lastly, a lady out of Houston, Texas, had heard about Christmas in Richmond, and she's now on her 2nd year of Christmas in Houston.
I'm glad that kindness and giving and compassion is contagious.
Absolutely.
And I hope that it just continues to spread.
Yes.
AAliah, I'm awfully tempted. I know the producers don't mind. I got to hear at least one more song. I know we must be approaching the end of the show. Do you mind standing and giving us another song?
Yeah. Somewhere over the rainbow, blue birds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I? Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
Thank you so much. That was very touching. If bluebirds can fly over the rainbow, why can't I? I tell you that was fantastic. That was conscious awakening. Because the same God that created the bluebirds created us. And he says that if he feeds the small sparrows, how much more shall he care for us? Not one of them fall to the ground that he doesn't know it. And so if he has gifted the bluebirds to fly high over the rainbow, think about how much more, and you are a shining example of this for our audience. Have God gifted you, if a bluebird can fly that high? Your potential is unlimited. And we are seeing this demonstrated in our very midst today by AAliah. How she has been gifted and she's flying over the rainbow beyond the clouds. And we are just so happy that she took time out to come and share it with us. We hope that you have found it very inspirational, as much as we have. And to all of the parents, how beautiful it is to have not just the mother, but the mother and the father present with us, standing behind AAliah. And so let the parents be encouraged to know that when you give your child the love, the attention, the caring, you help them develop their God-given gift and potential. And so I thank this family. Thank you, Mr. Purry. Thank you, Miss Purry. Thank you, AAliah, for coming and sharing with us on education in the community. And so until next time, we just bid you farewell. But before we do, just do a scale for me from your seat, AAliah. We will go out on that. We are going to go out with AAliah. Stand up once again. Just give us a verse.
Smile.